All right, check it out, you guys. These are almost done. So I ran out of paint stripper right when I was about to do the barrel of my one wheel. So one wheel needs the inside to be stripped, but I think I can just sand that down since that paint on the inside is a lot thinner than it was on the face of the wheel. But yeah, so I think I'm going to go with a dark color. Reason being is I have two sets of wheels, and if I'm switching back and forth between the wheels, I would rather have the Brembo, my brakes themselves match the car, match the white valve cover, and that not change. If I had these wheels white and I put them on here, they would match the valve cover, but then when it came time to switch my wheels, depending on what I'm doing, they wouldn't match. So Brembos are going to be white so that they match the valve cover all year round. Going with something dark for these probably won't be bronze, since I am going to do these myself in this garage most likely. I kind of want to pick a color that I know I can get a good result with. So definitely not doing black because that's boring, but we're probably going to be looking at, a black chrome or some dark gray or something of the sort. But I really wish I didn't get my one wheel all the way prepped, because the paint that was underneath the black was actually in pretty solid condition, minus the rim here. But yeah, so we did actually get some wheel filler, so hopefully this will work in repairing some of this curbing that's all around this rim, because these wheels were pretty, actually one of them was jacked up. This isn't terrible on this wheel. I know it looks bad. If you're a perfectionist, these are probably scrap to you, but I mean, I'm pretty realistic, and these are still perfectly good wheels. So one of those wheels down there, though, there is very, very bad curbing, even to my standard of it'll buff. Same thing with one of these Evo 7 wheels. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, so right here. Oh, let's get this flashlight on. All right, so you can see that. That's pretty fucking bad. I haven't used these wheels in over a year, but these tires that have been on here, they've been dry stored and they have not lost any air, so that's fine. I got wheel filler for that too. hopefully that'll work. Obviously, you can see it's still a huge mess in here. I've kind of been every single day hitting these wheels, but we're getting close to committing to a color now. So all this leftover paint that's on it, this will just get smoothed down. I'll probably pull the scraper to it, see if I can get most of it off, but I think 3 or 4 rounds of paint stripper and the stuff's not coming off. I doubt it's gonna be coming off. So yeah, almost done. Another thing, I stained my freaking tires. So that paint stripper is pretty strong stuff, obviously. Well, now I got stained tires, so I don't know if there's something I can do about this, or if they're just ugly now, which I'm not too terribly concerned about, because they're going to spin regardless. I'm not too concerned about cosmetics, but yeah, that's the situation with these. So check out the video. I know the audio is terrible and it looks weird, but I did film it on this cheap little GoPro camera that I had. Just wanted to give that a test. And I did just figure out how to get the files off of there, since I wasn't able to before. But, that camera was like $30, I think. So I figured it was worth a shot. But it's pretty trash, so yeah. Here's the Olivo. Looking as good as ever. Get my hand out the way. Alright, so testing out a new camera. It's actually not new. I've had this for a while. It's just been in storage along with my other GoPro. I have a GoPro 4, but obviously that stuff's old. The video quality is pretty crappy and it overheats real quick. So we're going to try this one out. So what are we doing? So last weekend was Jab Fest, and I took the Evo. It was great. It was the first long trip the Evo's been on, about 2 hour drive, I think just over actually, and it was pretty good. So now, well, obviously Jap Fest, loads of cars, amazing cars, beautiful stuff, tons of really nice wheels I've never seen before. So it made me insecure about my wheels. So if you see here, I've already got paint stripper all over them, and it's done a pretty good job at removing the black paint, but now there's another layer of paint that's underneath it, and we're trying to get that off. So I put up a poll on Instagram. I'm between three colors. The color that was actually on here underneath the black paint was really nice. It's like, you can't really tell by the looks of it on this video, but if you imagine Ray's, that blue, that mag blue color, with a little bit more gray in there, that's actually what these look like. And it was really nice, and before I realized that that was the color underneath the black paint, I had already sanded this wheel down too far. So I played myself, which is fine. You know, I wanted either white, bronze, or what color was it? White, bronze, or a black chrome, or like a shadow black chrome, which is the really nice dark chrome looking color. You see them a lot on like RPF 1s and like NTO3s, but I really like that one. I think those will look great on here. So we're getting this strip. I wasn't sure exactly what paint stripper to use, so I went ahead and went to a hardware store and got this stuff. I didn't really know what to expect, but it's working pretty well, I gotta say. Creates a big mess, obviously. It's not like I have a chemical stripper where I can dip these wheels in there. And I'm poor, so I don't want to rip these tires off just to paint my wheels or have them sit for so long, because realistically that's probably what I would have done if I took the tires off. Don't got money to be taking them off and putting them back on, obviously, because I'm using paint stripper, and I plan on using a can to paint these. But yeah, so this stuff is doing a pretty good job at removing the paint. Also got my wheel center caps here that I'm just soaking in a solution to strip off all the paint. And yeah, so let's continue with this. Alright, so here we have all the paint thinner all over the wheel. It says 4 hours max time to get the most out of this stuff. But as you brush it on and you work your way around the wheel, it starts to already lift. So I'm going to leave this on until it takes me, as long as it takes me to get the other two wheels, or the other three wheels painted, and then one by one I'll come back to this one, clean it off, bring it back in, let it dry off, and I'll work my way around, and then once they're all dry, I'll determine if I need to reapply it or just sand and get the last little bits, because still got to go over this with I think I'm gonna do a 400 pass, and that should be ready for a primer, and we'll determine hopefully by then what color we need. So yeah, let's get it. Alright, so I just got one wheel peeled off and blasted out there. Yes, that's a valve cover. Yes, the baffles are removed, and they're gonna get the valve cover is gonna get tapped, so I can bolt it in. Yeah. Anyway, so I forgot to record the last wheel, but as you can see, this has all the paint remover on, and you can see how it's like bubbling up right here, all in these areas. Well, that just means it's doing its job, so it's lifting up the paint so that it's soft enough to peel off. This is definitely a little more, what's the word, efficient than sitting here and sanding everything, especially if I'm trying to bring it back to bare metal, which isn't entirely necessary, but I have the time and I'm just going to do it anyway. Same thing with this wheel over here. You can see the paint that was here prior. It's bubbling up in some places. Same thing over here. That one's just been power washed so that all that stuff is off. So I'm about to sit here with these scrapers and just scrape this off and take it out there, blast it off, let it sit and dry so I can get some solution on here to pretty much clean them up to see how it sits, see if I need to put more paint remover on. But yeah, let's do this. This sucks ass. I wish I had a sandblaster or money to take it to someone to get sandblasted, but I don't have either, so this should be good enough. Alright, so should just be one more round of paint stripper and hopefully these will be ready to be touched up with sandpaper and then maybe paint. I don't know. But I did just get my center caps taken apart, get these cleaned up, and repainted somehow. I'm not really sure exactly what color pattern we're going to go with, but we're going to do something. I do like the way this black writing looks with just the bare brushed aluminum, what it feels like. But we're going to see, because this one here has kind of lost its form, the O, but who knows? We'll figure this out here soon. We'll probably look up some color patterns or something. But yeah, so it's going to wrap it up for this one. Thanks for watching.